I'm back with more training camp news to help you build your fantasy football teams and help you stay in the know during training camp as news drops like every day on these players. So I'm here to help you out. So let's start things off with Kadarius Toney. Suffered a knee injury, tweaked it. We don't know the severity right now. We'll probably know sometime today. Just keep a lookout on that. But with Kadarius Toney, injuries are often with him. It's been plagued throughout his career, and it's something that has been baked in to his prospect profile, his price tag in fantasy, and everybody knows about this part of him. Right now, he's like wide receiver 40-something in fantasy. Expect him to become more of a discount depending on how severe this is, and expect the other wide receivers to be put on notice. Like we've been seeing with Justyn Ross lately from yesterday in the reports. A lot of people talking him up, the ad popping up there, but a lot of people talking up Justyn Ross and him looking good with the first team. And he's a candidate as well as Skyy Moore, Rashee Rice, maybe Richie James. This offense is explosive. They can fuel wide receivers off and on throughout the year. My advice for fantasy, really, take the one you like. Take the one you like. Take it at cost. Maybe you like just to get the cheaper person in this situation, or you're in the micro and there's a player you like. Justyn Ross, high-end college recruit, college player at Clemson, balling out, got hurt, came back, played on a bad Clemson offense, fell out of the draft, went to the Chiefs. Now he's trying to come back after another injury during his rookie season. And can he come back? The odds are stacked against him. But you know what? That's a player to root for. Skyy Moore, second round pick. Got the draft capital, had the production profile that you like in your wide receivers. Something you want to look at there. Has some athleticism. Has showed off in flashes here and there, especially in practices. Something you want to look at. Rashee Rice. Guy's got ball skills. Second round pick. Guy you want to look at. Richie James. He's a jitterbug. He can be used in the slot. Gets you yards after the catch. Has been floating around the league for years. He's a veteran. Maybe you want to think about him, whether it's Dynasty, deep redraft, basic redraft, whatever it is. Just take the guy you want. You want part of this offense, though. You really want pieces of this offense. That's all I'm trying to say. Hey, you want pieces of the Chiefs offense, which is what everyone's saying. So it's no news here. And here they go, trying to get me to buy a subscription. So let's go to just the headlines here on Google. So they don't want me to show their stuff. But Rashod Bateman's back after 48 hours of being on the unactive list or whatever you want to call it. He is back. He's going to be in practice. We're going to see highlights of him soon. Like I said, Twitter was acting like the sky was falling, and they stated that they were expecting him back soon. And I was expecting a dip in the price tag. We should still expect some sort of dip here, because this is just going to be there with his prospect profile going into the fantasy season, going into fantasy drafts. But Rashod Bateman is back. Look for him in camp. Check him out on the low in fantasy right now. Like I said earlier this offseason, come this time of the year, maybe even further into the NFL season, you're going to catch a dip in the price tag. If you want him in Dynasty, get him when he's cheaper. If you want him in redraft, get him when he's cheaper. Just get players when they're cheaper. That's just it. Get everything when it's cheaper. Nyheim Hines, out with a knee injury for the whole season. That's just popped up a few minutes ago. This 48 minutes ago on this one. This said something about 15 hours ago, something about a rumor or something. But this just came on my feed. This prompted me to do this video because I got a slew of news to go over. Nyheim Hines out for the season, and this is going to be interesting for the Bills backfield. Going over to player profile, looking at their depth charts here. Look here, James Cook, Damien Harris is what everyone's got their eyes on. Nyheim Hines, special teamer, passing game back. Latvious Murray here. I'm not saying that he's going to be fantasy relevant or anything, but I feel like he could be a thorn in the side, especially on James Cook and Damien Harris. He's just been floating around the league for a long bit. He's got some athleticism, jack of all trades, and they could be also bringing in another running back. Training camp's just started. We've got a lot to go through here. We got some preseason games, and then the start of season, running backs get hurt. They get attrition, and that's what happens. Why they don't get paid as much. One of the few reasons. And James Cook, Damien Harris, everyone's paying attention to them. Nyheim Hines out. Some people are going to talk about Latvious Murray. You're going to hear that. I expect him to be some sort of a thorn in our side. If he's still on this roster after training camp into the season, I expect him to really mess things up for us somewhere down the line, especially if attrition starts to happen with Damien Harris and James Cook. When I say attrition, I say injuries because I don't want to jinx anybody. James Cook, Damien Harris, everyone's got their eyes on them. Latvious Murray, if you're in a deep dynasty league, he's on the waiver wire, and you want something for the middle of the season, you may want to keep an eye on him. I'm not saying anything else. Keep an eye on him. Do whatever you want to do from there. But he might be a thorn in our side middle of the season for 3 games or something like that. Take that for what you will, but he does have a history of doing that. He did it last year. Makes sense. Not an all-world player or anything, but that's the news. Big thing you want to take in, Kadarius Toney doing Kadarius Toney things, and just monitor his progress. Monitor the value in ADP. Watch Underdog Best Ball at ADP. See how that shifts. See if you can catch him on the low if you want him. If you want him. I'm not advocating, but that's if you want him personally in your leagues. See if you can kick the tires whenever there's a price change or an event change. Just kick the tires, see what you want. Justyn Ross, Skyy Moore, Rashee Rice, all the wide receivers there. Pay attention to. Get who you want. Get them on the discount while you can. Someone's going to increase in value. We're going to watch that happen. Nyheim Hines out for the year. That backfield's going to be messy. And Rashod Bateman is back. Thank you for watching. I'll catch you on the next video.